This game is rated E for everyone. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here. And welcome to Let's Play Frogun. Frogun is an indie game that was released in 2022. It's available on a plethora of platforms. I'm playing the Nintendo Switch version. And I actually helped back this game via its Kickstarter campaign, and it's actually getting a sequel in 2023. So I kind of thought, you know what, let's play this game, because this is a really fun game. It's probably not as on many people's radar compared to like bigger releases. So I wanted to really showcase this game off because it is really fun, and it's a nice throwback to kind of what's more of my nostalgia wheelhouse. If you've been following like the trend of a lot of indie games, they, for at least the past decade, have been trying to kind of not entirely emulate, but at least utilize that 8-bit style of graphical prowess. And I've kind of gotten a bit sick of it, if you want me to be completely honest. Not that any of them are bad. No way. I just want to, like, there's more stuff you can do, like if you do 16 bits or whatnot. In this particular case, what we have here is a 3D kind of collectathon platformer that harkens back to the early days of the PlayStation, which is the system I grew up on, so I'm actually really excited to go through this game again. I have played this game before, so we're going to be having some fun as I explain how the game goes, some of the mechanics, and some of its wonkiness too, because it really does encapsulate what I loved about the 3D platformers in the PlayStation. At least, I guess Ape Escape and Spyro, now that I think about it, because I actually didn't... the third Crash Bandicoot game, it was okay. Anywho's, enough of me talking. Let us begin. We're going to go with an empty slot, so we can begin the game proper. Hi, I'm Renata. I always go on adventures with my parents. They're archaeologists and inventors. I love them. But in this expedition, they didn't want me to go in with them. They said it's dangerous. They told me to wait at the camp, but it's been 2 days and I'm tired of waiting already. I'll rescue them and prove I'm as good as them. I'll save you, Mom and Dad. And so there's our basic plot. The parents of Renata are protagonists. They are currently MIA, because they went searching through some ruins, and their daughter, Renata, was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go find them. And you know what? Can't blame me for that. That's a good way to start a story. I do like the implications that some people have pointed out, because I think this game was already done at a GDQ, which is amazing. Like, so this game has gotten a lot of support already, and that's why I wanted to show more of it off, because it's just a really fun game. But the parents of Renata, They kind of look like Luigi and Daisy from the Mario series. They aren't, because their names are Todd and Lily, because frog puns. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's kind of cute. So, in the stages of Frogun, we have lots of things to collect. We got coins. And as you see at the top of our screen, there's actually a set amount of coins in every stage that we want to collect. We got this, like, Chaos Emerald thing, like, over there. And we also have some pots. Let's see, is there anything else? There's a rainbow. It looks very nice. But let's see what we have here, because our Frogun can talk to us. So what we can do is we're going to utilize the shoot button for the Frogun to extend its tongue, capture things, or launch them at other enemies. There is actually an aiming mechanic if we hold, I believe, on my controller it's the topmost button, which is X for a Nintendo Switch. We can do that. And we can also just, break pots open. The goal of every stage is to just get to the end of it, so there is just kind of a basic goal, but if you want to go for everything, you can just hop as you like, grab a checkpoint here. Checkpoints are fantastic, because you'll always respawn from them, and you can just keep going to them. They also refill your health, Like that. Okay. That buzz was getting annoying. And then, of course, the most important thing about Frogun itself is that it's a grapple. So if we were to line it up right here, it will actually pull us towards the wall. So we do need to utilize the camera quite a bit in order to see different things. Also, Renata has a ton of cute idle animations. So if we go into this hole, note that it's actually a hole as opposed to the bottomless sky pit that's there, so we don't want to go into that spot. But if we go into this hole, it actually serves as a warp, and every stage is going to have one of those holes so we need to traverse to get to in order to pick up this item here. This is a crystal skull, I believe. I might have that name wrong. I might be thinking of too much Indiana Jones right now, but hey, we're archaeologists. It's just like that, you know? So there's one of those in every stage. Here, Frogun's going to tell us about the grappling. There's actually some really cool tricks you can do with the grappling that I've seen from speedruns, but I have no idea how to pull them off, so I'm not going to try. Yeah, these are flyboys, now that I think about it. And then we get the emerald. There are 2 of those in every stage. So there's a lot of collectibles to get as you're traversing throughout the stages, which is really fun. And getting everything will give you some nice bonuses when you beat the stage. So we are going to try to get everything possible, that we can at least, in this opening stage. Not too long, as you can see, that fly emblem over there, that's the bug emblem, that's the end of the stage. Touching that will end the stage. And then we just hit that fly boy. Open this pot, get some coins. And ta-da, we have all the coins. There's also these notes right here, that's another collectible. And it will actually give you some lore. Golly, I can barely believe how vast these runes are, and to think it was only 3 months ago that my dear wife Lily first heard about them. We've now signed the contract to the local government and started the investigation, and already found so many mysteries. Signed, Todd Hops. And that's a stage. Pretty basic first stage, but kind of gets you used to everything. And at the end of the stage, you will see a different list of everything that you've gotten. Note importantly that there is one for time. Every stage technically has a time limit that it wants you to beat the stage under. That will reward you an additional part of constructing this emblem, because as you see, if we don't die, we get that middle part, the red parts of the emblem. If we get both the emeralds, we get the eyes as shown on there. The obsidian skull, that purple skull that I said was crystal for some reason, that's part of the emblem. And then if you get all the coins, it makes that yellow circle. So that's how you can tell what you're getting. Thankfully, you do not need to get everything in a single run. So if you're missing one thing, you can just focus on that when you replay a stage. But for now, we're going to keep going forward. So we did breaking in. As you can see, when it shows all the progress you made in that stage. So as far as we're concerned, the one thing we're missing are the wings for the bug emblem. And the wings are what you get when you beat the stage super fast. It also shows you the note that you got during the stage, so you can use that and read the lore as you... You can read the lore as you like. Alright, let's go to a high detour. You know, we could even more treasure by finishing the area under a time limit or in a single attempt. Sounds tough. Well, we already explained that, Frogun, but thanks for letting us know, just in case. So, this stage will introduce us to some other mechanics. For instance, we have a switch right here. Some switches are on time limits, some aren't. This one is not, so you can just go straight in here and grab that emerald. Also note with the coins that they all have different colors. The colors denote value. So yellow ones are worth 1, red ones, they're worth 2. It's like, they're worth 5. I can math. Green ones, I believe, are the ones that are worth 5 or 10. They might be worth 10, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Expedition Diary, Day 1. Today my husband Todd has found the most exquisite piece of history. It is a grand slab of bronze in the shape of a common fly. How would our dear Renata like to be here? But we're parents over archaeologists, and the seedy reputation of this place means that there's no place for her. We'll see her tomorrow when we get back to the base encampment. Signed to Lily Hops.
Not sure why I made her slightly British, but whatever. Yeah, you should follow the dev on Twitter, Mulgado. They're really cool. They've shown off a lot of cool things, like for different polygon animations. They've done, oh, Renata did the Sonic Adventure pose. Dang it. She wasn't facing the camera.
Always be on the lookout for secrets. This place is sneaky.
So, in this case, the secret is get on this blue mushroom that counts as a jump pad. And then as you can see, the secret was what's behind the wall. We have another emerald here. And then the white coin, which is worth 50. We also have our hole. So let's go down it and begin our trek across to the Obsidian Skull. These platforms have cracks in them. If you're familiar with most platformers, that usually means, hey, if you step on those, they're gonna break. Luckily, we can still, the range that Frogun's whip has is pretty good. So we don't have to worry too much. In these earlier sections, at least. Later it'll be more problematic, I would think. But for now, we can just, I don't even know how that works, but you know what? I'll take it. We can do that. Alright, so... This is also why collecting everything is good, because that will tell you where you have and haven't been. So, obviously, because there's enemies here, there's pots here and whatnots, we haven't been here yet. I don't think the color of the pot matters, but I could be wrong on that. Let's see. What? Maybe it does. I've never tested that theory out. I've played this game casually, and this is a casual playthrough of the game, so... I guess green pots denote there's coins in them. I never figured that out, so... Now I did!
If you have trouble nailing a tongue shot, try holding down Y, X, or ZL.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been using my topmost button, which is X on my controller, in order to aim. But you don't have to aim if you don't want to, but you are at the mercy of whatever the game thinks that you're going to latch onto, so be careful with that. I'll just wait here. And now we'll jump. Okay, so then this should be... Yeah, that's worth 2. Perfect! I'll just go into this little rune with a tree spike sticking out of it, you know. That's all good. Yeah, as I was saying before I started reading the note and then got distracted by everything, go follow the dev on Twitter. I will probably have a link to their Twitter in the description of this video, along with my usual stuff, like the fantastic artwork that was provided by Lonely Days. Because Renata's cute, and putting Renata's outfit on KV makes KV cute. Alright, so now we're in a deep jungle stage. The difference is the background, pretty much. And the music. Some different music. I actually really like this track. The music in this game is also really, really good. It's a nice kind of blend of what you'd expect to hear from the PlayStation era games, but also a bit of modern flair with a little bit of some retro thrown in too. I know that's oxymoron. Oh, oops. Those are spikes. You don't want to touch those, obviously. Let's get rid of these flyboys. If you're wondering, what do you mean flyboys? We don't have it yet, but there is a beastery that we'll unlock at a later point in the game, and it'll actually go over the name of every enemy. And we're going to be reading all those beastery entries because they're actually super cute. Oh, don't forget this coin. Okay, we need to get just a little bit closer. That block has handles. Why don't we pull from it? Let me first get that. Okay, that was 10. Yeah, blue's 10. So green must be 5. Alright, so we can pull blocks out. They do eventually go back into the wall, so be careful of that. Now, if we want to, there's probably some kind of crazy technique we could get to, like, just warp all the way over there, but I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna take our time here. This enemy, we'll figure out its name later. Easy way to get rid of it is just throw something at it, but otherwise you can latch onto it and dash into it, essentially, and it'll go away by that, too. Alright, so I want to get this coin. Boop. And then obviously want to get the emeralds. And hello, Flyboy, bye, Flyboy. And that takes care of this section. Oop. That's me not paying attention to where the enemies are. Now, you can push those up. As you may have seen, the blocks down there, because these are blue blocks, they react to the switches that we set down. There are some blue blocks over here that moved out of the way, so let's go back and check. Because that is where we're going to find our obsidian skull for this stage. So anytime you hit a switch, always check to see what's going on at that switch, because it might not just impact something immediately next to you. It might impact something that is a little further away. Jump. Okay. Now, thankfully, if you were to fall in a pit, anything you've collected will stay with you. So, if I had failed that jump with the obsidian skull back there, we still would have kept it. I hope I'm not misspeaking, actually, now that I think about it. The followers of that Ron deity will not be a match for my skills. I've ransacked land and sea without opposition, and this here temple won't be an exception. Signed, Flag Sea, Grandiose Pirate Extraordinaire. I don't remember what all the notes actually say, so I'm just guessing on who I think is talking. And so here we have a door, but unlike our end goal door that has the fly emblem in front of it, this one has a little arrow on top. And that works as a warp point. Go away. So these switches that we're pulling, you can tell by the ticking noise that they're on a timer. We pull it, and then we can use it to get across. Basic stuff in this first world, but it's still fun to check out. Oh. Well, if we want to get the thing, we gotta be faster. And I was not fast enough. I'm trying to explain things so everyone understands what's going on. Alright. Boop. Boop. There we go. Now if we want to, we can just drop down right down there, but I want to get all the coins. We only got one emerald, too. Oh, I missed it way earlier. Oops. So we didn't get all the coins. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. It's fine. We won't be 100%ing the game as it is, but we might come back for some of these later, especially these early stages that are pretty easy. So we got no deaths and the obsidian skull, and that's it. Oh, we got the note, I guess, too. That will actually do it for this episode. We've done 3 stages so far. We might go back and do some backtracking to at least show off how to get some of the other things. As you can see on our map screen, it actually shows our total progress, so we've made it 5% of the way through the game, along with collecting everything. Collecting stuff does increase your percentage, obviously. So we might go back to Twisty Bridge, we might not. We'll find out on the next one. So, if you like this video, please consider hitting that like button below. If you want some more content from me, please consider subscribing. Frogun is available on a multitude of systems. Please pick it up, support the devs. There's also a sequel that either is coming out or is out by the time you're watching this video called Frogun called Frogun On. Just Frogun On. It's on. It's on like Frogun. That makes sense, right? There's a sequel that is either out or coming out by the time you're watching this video that is called Frogun Encore. Go check that game out when it releases too, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of more fun than like this game is, but with some updates. So give the developers your support. Elgato does fantastic work. Highly supportive of them. Yeah. Most importantly, though, of course, I wish you all to have a wonderfully great day, which is why I'm going to show you the silly face of the tongue sticking out on this rune, because the runes are silly. But yes, wonderfully great day. Please have one if you can, and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao.